How'd it feel? Mostly fine. Mostly? So what didn't feel quite the way you wanted it to?
We talked about adrenaline on Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
By the time I got to the slower part, I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens.
But the beginning felt fine.
Good. Good. How did you feel about your involvement with the score?
I don't think I need it.
I don't think you need it. I'm taking it away. Because you're just getting distracted by it. Because you're like making music and it's great, and then you're like, ooh, I gotta turn the page.
Yeah.
And then you check out, and then you look back to music. So it's just a little,
yeah.
I don't know. It's a little disconcerting to the ensemble. Go from the beginning. No music. Just look at them. Make music. You know this.
All right.
Is that the tempo you want?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it looked like you wanted something different by what you gave. So I just wanted to check. If that's the tempo you want, then give something that's closer to that tempo on the setup.
Okay.
How does that feel?
Much better.
Yeah. So, I mean, if you don't need the score, don't use it. I mean, bring it up here because you never know when you're gonna have to rehearse the group. And if you're the conductor of the ensemble and you are gonna have to rehearse, maybe you do a run through. You don't use the score, and then you go, let's go back to letter A, and then you know where you're going. You know what I mean? You'll need the score. But if you don't need to turn the pages, don't turn the pages. But this is something that you're all gonna need to work on because you're gonna conduct music someday where you're gonna have to turn the pages. Because the music's going to be so hard that you're going to need to, stay really close to the score. So it takes practice, but right now for you, if you don't need it, don't use it. You will need it on Candide, I bet. I'm thinking. Everybody will on Candide. Okay? All right, so I think that your energy is really good. You're a little low. We have to decide, are we going to look at your arms or are we going to look at your face? So can you just drift up a little bit so that when we look at you, we see, like
here?
Not even that high.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
Does that look, go ahead and set that up again. Does that look good? Go to where you were before. Yeah. So I won't make you go very far. Just try the beginning. I want you to see what it looks like with a different place. Yes.
Since she's a vocalist, would her original setup be better for a choir? Because we said that
Yes.
vocalists usually have it down here further.
Yes, probably.
Okay.
Because you could just do more with vowels and all this stuff that you do with your left hand. But when you're conducting instrumentalists, you want to be able to drift it up a little bit. So once you drop the stick, the ultimate goal for you, when you put a stick in your hand, is to feel higher. When you drop the stick, is to feel lower. But you have to kind of muscle memory those two different feelings. So, and there's another class, right, for choir?
Yeah.
Yeah, conducting two. It's Dr. Rossi?
No, it's
Jensen.
Oh, okay, great. So in that class, that's where you'll do all no stick stuff, I would imagine.
Okay.
I would imagine. Okay. All right, good. So from the beginning. Mhm. Okay, good. Just make sure that it's really crisp, because you get a little bit,
Yeah.
so just crisp, 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 crisp.
Okay.
Okay. Also be careful not to, da, 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 da. Feels really good to do that, I think. But, and you know, and if you feel like you need to move in one direction or the other, try and make it the default is that you stand up taller. Bump, 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 bump. Okay, Listesso was good. Keep working metronome, that's slow, kind of not speeding up at the end,
Right.
wrist engaged. It was engaged, keep working at that. I think you could use a little bit more, vertical actually.
Okay.
And not like, but your figure 8 could come up a little higher, because yours is pretty flat. So let it come up a little higher, okay?
Okay.
All right, we're out of time. Good job.